Hey, what's up, I'm Max, and for those of you who are fortunate enough to have a pet in the game of RuneScape, you'd all know that they all have a talk to option, where typically they'll have a cute conversation with you, usually relating to some kind of pop culture reference or pun. Take the Baby Mole's reference to the band Limp Bizkit. Hey Mole, how was life above ground?
Well, the last time I was above ground, I was having to contend with people throwing snow at some weird yellow duck in my park.
Why were they doing that?
No idea. I didn't stop to ask, as an angry mob was closing in on them pretty quickly.
Sounds awful.
Anyway, keep moling.
Or Venenatus' reference to Family Guy. It's a damn good thing that I don't have arachnophobia.
We're misunderstood. Without us in your house, you'd be infested with flies and other real nasties.
Thanks for that enlightening fact.
Everybody gets one.
I wanted to quickly show everyone who may not know what the new Small Heretic Pet's dialogue is from the Colosseum. See, he's got 2 dialogues you can get. How are you doing, Small Heretic? I'm still disappointed that my father failed against you. I will suffer in humiliation alongside him for the rest of time. Understandable. Or you could get this dialogue. Hello, Small Heretic.
Mankind's variation frightens me. The way they saw this universe, their modes of impression, differed so greatly from one another that to read their stories, to know their lives, is to wonder if they weren't many species in one. It was as if they had ranged across the actions of 1,000 species and taken them for their own. For nearly 2,000 years they dreamed in a creative mania without antecedent. They looked into the eyes and minds of other species and with their own intellect superseded them. They destroyed many, co-opted others, and in the space between necessity and carelessness, left some to grow as untended as any species could in the wake of their ubiquity. They swarmed across the continents and oceans of a Gielinor they called their own, and shattered it into a billion imbricate worlds. And they were, by the twisted jungles of their slaughterhouses, ruthless and aloof beyond measure. The worst of us, a super predator, a bringer of mass extinction. All mountains move and all giants are mountains. We rest upon their shoulders. The world has grown older, senescent. We are chimpanzee. We are gorilla. We are orangutan. And we are baboon and more. We are, whether we like it or not, the blood legatees of humanity. We are the children of men, but our mistakes will not be their mistakes. We are telling a story. We are telling a story of life, of what it means to live together in this universe, with vastly different modes of being, of seeing, of knowing, of sharing our own internal worlds with each other and making the universe we live in better for it. The empathy of a mind speaking to another mind, a vastly different mind, and yet each understanding each, and if not, if the barriers seem too great, then striving to overcome them. Sorrow in what humanity did to this world, in the horrors that they unleashed, in their cataclysm of despair, in the tens of thousands of species that will never walk, swim, or fly again. Extinctions abounded in their wake, and yet look now at this sun-bright land, at the joys we have brought to it. To have bound the chaotic climate to our will, to have thought deeply of the future of this world, a sense of respect, of shared reverence for it and all who live within it. We have strung the close sky with life. Be proud. And empathy, once limited only to mankind in some few species, now extends across all lands, across all time.
I'm sorry, but what?